Hello and welcome to Windows 10 Pro training here. Today I'm just going to do a quick and dirty Hyper-V installation on a Windows 10 Pro machine. As you can see here, I have a Hyper-V machine running on a host, so I'm going to do a little bit of nested virtualization in this case. So I'm just going to open up my um, my Windows 10 client that I've installed previously here. And then you're just going to see how easy it is. It has to be a pro version, but other than that, it should be straightforward. I'm just going to see run as administrator. And in here, I'm actually just going to fire away a few commands. So first of all, we have, well, in this case, we have 3 commands that we should execute. I'm just going through 2 different ways of installing this. So the first one is the enable, not this one, the enable Windows optional feature. And we have to do it on this machine, thus the online switch, and the feature name here is Microsoft Hyper-V, and then dash all in the end. And we are going to add a no restart, so we're not going to restart the machine after this one has been executed. So that's the first step. In this case, I am actually able to install it, but I'm not able to run any virtual machines on this machine because I have not enabled a nested environment. So the next one is, well, now I've installed Hyper-V. So the next one here is that I'm going to add Windows capabilities. And the name here is our SAT Hyper-V tools, and just online again on the same machine. So that should be pretty straightforward. And then I'm going to shut down. Well, I'm going to restart time 0. So while it's restarting, I'm just going to yeah, you can see here I'm just on a Hyper-V machine, so it's connecting now. It's fairly easy actually, so to be honest. There we go. It's configuring the Windows features. It's complete now. And I'm just going to connect again. And now you'll see that I actually have the Windows 10 running here. And under the Windows Administrative Tools, I have the Hyper-V Manager. I'm just going to pin this to the taskbar here, and then I'm just going to show you. I can of course just do a virtual machine here, new whatever, generation 2, startup memory, fine. Default switches generally in Windows 10 Pro, it is automatically added for the ease of it. I'm just going into like a 2 gig disk. I'm not going to do this anyways. So this is actually it. So what you're going to see now is that when I'm going to start it, it will tell me that it is not possible in the end. See, it actually it cannot start because some of the Hyper-V components are not running. So if you're doing virtualization or nested virtualization, you have to do something else. So what we're going to do is that we're going to shut this machine down for a second. Shut down. And then we are going into our host's Hyper-V, and here we are going to see set VM processor, and it is going to be on the computer name that I have specified here. Sorry. It's just like this in this case, and we are going to use some credentials. So I have already credentials, What we're going to do is that we are going to expose virtualization extensions true. And the VM name here is Win10 client. You have to do when the machine is open. I'm just going to tab out of this and show you what is going on. If I do this, just going up a few here. There we go. Now the machine is on. I'm just going to fire this off. It says here that it has not been changed because it says here the processor functionality for this virtual machine or for the virtual machine Win10 client cannot be changed while it is running. So that is why we have to turn it off here. So let's just turn it off and let's do it again and see what happens. It says stop succeeded. There we go. So now when I go into Windows 10 again, I will be able to do what I need to do. That easy it is. All right, so let's just take away this Powershell here, and you will see that I will be able to turn on this machine again. I'm going to show you the second way to install Powershell or HyperV. See, I can now start this machine. I'll just continue here. So it'll start up, but I don't have anything, so it's running now. So that was fairly easy. All right, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to revert to a previous checkpoint here. There we go. And it will just come back in a moment here. It's restoring. That's a good thing about having a lab here on a virtual machine, like a nested virtual machine, because you can always revert in between the different checkpoints. Okay, there we go. So now you'll see that I don't have the HyperV installed. We can just go down here, Administrator Tools, and no HyperV. All right. So what we essentially do is that we are clicking Apps and Features. And under Apps and Features, we can say Optional Features. And no, we're going into the Control Panel. Actually, come on. And I will probably have to. Okay, there we go. I will probably have to redo what I did with exposing the nested virtualization, but just wait for a second here. See, we got the Hyper-V here, and I'll just tap this one. It says here that it cannot be installed. I can install it via PowerShell, but I cannot install it via this Windows feature if I have not exposed the virtualization capabilities. So I'm just going to shut this down, and then I am going to run the exact same command here. When I restore the machine, it will reset the capabilities. So in a moment here, you'll just see that shutting down. All right, there we go. Let's just power it up again. Then you'll be able to see that you are actually able to install it, but you have to do this if you're running a nested virtualization environment, as I do here. Oh, sorry. All right, so we're logged into Windows again here. Going into the control panel here, and we are going into programs and turn Windows features on or off. And now you'll be able to see that I can install the Hyper-V platform. So let's just take this one, say, okay, this one will install the Hyper-V management or manager as well. As you'll probably be able to see, it will pop up here after we have restarted, not before. So it will come in between the event viewer and the ISCSI initiator. So, okay, so we have to restart as we did before. So in either case, you have to expose the virtualization extensions. Oh, sorry, that was really nice. Let's just do that again. I forgot to remove the. Just hold on a second. Just apply this one and do that once more. There. Hopefully, okay. Let me see if I can just. No, I could. Okay, so let's just turn it off here and then enable this. Okay, good. So now I've just enabled the virtualization extensions. So you couldn't see that before. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so here we are back in Windows 10. Let's just log in. So as you saw before, we couldn't install it, so I had to enable the the virtualization extensions. Now that I've actually enabled them, I will be able to go in here and let's just do a control-delete and programs, Windows features here, and then the HyperV. As you can see, you can install the HyperV platform here. So let's just click OK. And now it will apply all the changes, and this will install, as I was trying to show you before, the administrative tools here in between the event viewer and the ISCSI here. So the initiator. Okay, so basically that is actually it. We don't need to do anything else. Let's just wait for it to configure the Windows updates. All right. And then we are going to log into the machine here and just fire up a basic Windows or just basic virtual machine here. Okay. Good. And as you can see down here in Windows Administrator Tools, the HyperV Manager is back again. So let's just pin it down here for a second. All right. And let's just say new. You could use the quick create, but honestly, for this tutorial, it's just not necessary. And again, the default switch has automatically been installed. We don't have to worry about that. And there we go, finish. Now I've actually configured everything. I'll just start this one. And you see it's already running, even though it actually does not have any kind of operating system. So that was it for now. I hope that you enjoyed it, and have a nice day. Keep safe out.